Howdy, 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 howdy. Y'all hang with me just a minute. Stop it. Stop it, he says. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I gotta get out of here. Stop it. I gotta have both to do what I gotta do. Stop it. Stop it. Let's all listen to what little Johnny Reb has to say. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Come on, little Reb. Come on, little Rebel. Dance for me, puppet. We need entertained.
She be wild.
We need entertained. Just listen to little crybaby Rebel. See, he knows I'm God. That's the reason I've been blowing his chats up.
Crap, cat, crap, 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 cat.
He just can't help
Alright,
the
y'all,
fact
I'm gonna get off.
he knows I'm God.
I'm tired a little bit, but I'm gonna be back here. We're just gonna look at the rain for a little while. Alright, I'll be back.
Hey, y'all see the screenshot? Hey, that's the reason, little Johnny Rab don't, want to time me out, and he don't block me, and he don't ban my comments. For one, he knows I am his God. What's up, Boss Mare? How are you, hon? Good to see you. Um, he knows I'm God. He knows I'm his God. Uh, he also wanted me to keep his little secret where he tried to commit felonies. He committed a felony trying to coerce, uh, pay, convince, whatever.
You guys see STL?
He was seeking to
guys
have
see
me
Tonic's chat, right?
take care, or what do you say, handle.
Go. Leave STL with something. Before I leave, I want to just make sure that he remembers me. Because I care about STL so much. And him and he and I mean, he does as well. He cares so much about what I do, and I care so much about what he does. In fact, I care so much to show him and his ex-girlfriend and how happy they were. Look at that. We can watch together for hours on end until I come back because he's such a fucking fat piece of shit.
Oh, see, he will stay here, but he knows who I am, and he can't stand it. I know, right, brother? Uh, and I mean, hell, you know, and I keep telling him I'm not here to stand up for him or anybody else. I stand up for my own rights, you know. And but this delusional, tormented soul is delusional and tormented. And you can see right there in the screenshot. Like I said, y'all can watch the video. It's on the Vomit Day special. Uh, somewhere about from an hour and 10, hour and 30, somewhere along in there into it. Um, I didn't respond to him. I also spoke to him like a human being, which he don't. Uh, you know, he tries to play nice with people until, if he thinks that he can manipulate or convince or that, that they will take part in his uh, delusions, his, I don't know, you know, if they will submit their will to him and he has the power. I mean, he just said it just a few minutes ago that the viewers, the audience on YouTube, were too stupid to know what they wanted to watch. And that all these other people, Andrew and Tonic and Chronic and Hoo Ha and Dodo and fucking Boo Boo, all conspiring to, to steal his views and donations and support and all this other stuff. Uh, and this Brett guy, I don't, and I ain't, trying to, you know, disrespect or talk down to Brett. I'm not even really sure who he's talking about. I've heard of him and I think I've seen one or two of some of his videos, but I don't really know who the dude is. But, uh, and then he wants to talk about, the community. The 1A community owes him something. Well, for one, there's no 1A community. There's a big old movement, great big old pile of shit. And he's swimming around in it, claiming he's not part of it, but he is part of it, that they owe him money. Blah, 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 blah. You know. And really the only thing people are watching for, little boy, is for when you completely fucking lose it. You're going to be a viral video, and you probably won't ever get to, enjoy it. You know, you bitch about, granny's pictures and all this other shit, yet you treat your mother like shit. I can only imagine how you treated poor dead granny. And talk about, uh, having respect and shit. Man, you don't show anybody any common decency or respect, man. You approach people like they're fucking stupid, like you're smarter than they are, and that you're going to play them for some money and then bitch and go, well, I told you it wasn't about the money. You were just trying to pay me off and set me up. Uh, like I said, you're a wackadoo. As far as trying to, have someone taken care of or handled or however you wanted to put it. I mean, Ray Charles should read that and see and know what you meant. I mean, that's a felony, little boy. And you're lucky, I'm not a weak-kneed little sunshine twizzler like you there. Thank you, twisted skeptic. Uh, that, uh, stop police. Barney, Andy, fucking somebody come save me. Like I said, I can protect and serve myself, you little Chucky channel there. This dude is such a fucking hoo-ha that, yeah, he got another channel called the Chucky channel or some shit like that. And it's nothing but another guy's, some post off of his social pages, Facebook, YouTube, and shit like that. But it's little old, little boy down there, the one that's beneath me, beneath all of us, you know. Uh, And 1 minute he's over there, oh, Vegas, Vegas, we're gonna get you guys, me in Vegas. He's my homie. He's my buddy. And I've been telling him for days that Vegas didn't have nothing for him. That Vegas was gonna be some karma for him. And I don't get to watch. You know, I'm trying to let him know I am his God, and he ought to listen to me. Uh, uh, and you can apply it to whoever you want to, but you know, dude, you know, way you treat people, they treat nobody wants you around, dude. Your actions are unacceptable. Your actions are unacceptable. Your behavior is unacceptable. Uh, you are a parasite on humanity. You are the parasite to dead granny. You're a parasite to your mama. You're a parasite to anything and everything that, you know, you cast a shadow upon. Uh, and until you change your behaviors and your actions, don't make a fuck what you say or do. You're gonna get what you got, man, and what you keep getting. And I mean, if you can get up there and yell and scream at motherfuckers and, you know, gaslight them, be a little sociopathic narcissist, uh, you know, little Sybil with, you know, 21 fucking personalities or whatnot, and get by with it, not get 5150, you know, make money, get them to fucking support you, go ahead. You know, people want to send you money for that, man, more power to them, dude. Uh, I don't hate them for that. I think they're kind of silly. You know, pray for them. Hell, I even pray for you. But, and not even to get hit by an egg that's taped to a bus. That you would put on some big boy pants, gut gyms, and command you. Uh, uh, Good to have your problems. But, you know, you feel like that what, what is somebody else is something that they went and got a job for and worked for and put some effort into somehow belongs to you that you're entitled to it. And that if somebody has compassion on you 1 week and buys you a sandwich, then next week they're supposed to pay your entire grocery bill and then buy you cigarettes. That's a parasite. Uh, and you have some skills and talents. You know, your little intros and stuff like that show that. Uh, but, you know, it wouldn't matter what you put that talent to right now. Acting like that, ain't nobody going to do nothing, man. You know, and if you would just put some effort into something, get some self-respect and some self-worth, grow up a little bit, maybe become a pubescent teenage boy, get a little bit of a work ethic, and have some pride uh, in doing something other than being a parasite and mistreating granny and mama, uh, I'm sure things would get a whole lot better for you, man. But when you fail to take any actions, accountability, or responsibility for any of your own actions, and then demand that everybody owes you something, bro, you know, you're headed up creek without a paddle. You're headed up creek without a fucking canoe. Um, you know, you are, you're something else. You are something else. So, and to think Andrew or YouTube or, I mean, if you're not, Ray Charles could say that there is no community here. Um, and you might see people interacting on streams and in, panels and shit like that, uh, that don't like each other, have no associations or anything else. But you want to control what you want to control. Is anybody that watches anything of yours, you don't want them to watch anything or to hear any truth about you. They're too stupid to make up their own mind. You sound just like Obama talking about the American people. You think you're not only the smartest sack of shit in the room, you think you're the smartest one in YouTube. And I want to tell you something, boy. God don't like ugly. You know. So I know he don't like you. But you way past ugly. So, you know. But, you know, he did call me to come, you know, help with you. That's the reason I'm hearing that, you know, uh, you bend to my will and uh, my whims. You dance for me. You are my cash cow. My cash cow. And see, this, you know, ain't something I do a whole lot of. I ain't done but just a few videos as such. You know, and only a few select people. So see, that's one club that you're a part of that you'll always be a part of. And we just hope you have some change, like, you know, Rick Cruz had a little bit of a change and shit. He was one of the first ones I done any videos about. Because, you know, he liked to, at one point, you know, personify his wrestling character and, you know, attack people that he had no business attacking, preying on people. That was my issue with Rick. But you and, oh, Billy the punk ass bitch No Wood and a Ned Breck Joker 99 that all like to fucking abuse their mamas, beat on them with baseball bats and yell at them and tell them how worthless they are and even suck up some of their fucking money off their, you know, checks and stuff. That ain't okay. And I'll always have issues with that. And I'll fucking say as much. I'll make little videos like this, you know, and let everybody, you know, rebroadcast to the world. And anybody that hadn't seen it, y'all go check out the Bomb It Day video of mine. And like I said, from about an hour and 10 minutes to about an hour and 52 minutes, old little want to be a rebel motor mouth city over here, you know, come in here, you know, in the chat. I let him speak his piece, showed his comments. Wouldn't let nobody time or hide or none of that shit. Uh, you know, and he was telling me I was triggered. Y'all go see how bad I'm triggered. Oh no, this was all the day, the last couple of days, Valentine's, you know, whatnot. I hadn't been aware really of who the guy is except for, you know, all last month or so. You know. Uh, but you know, he just he has no code, he has no moral fiber. He has no self-worth, no self-respect, no, you know, looks like he's got a severe narcissistic gaslight, you know, case gaslighting, supremacy and everything else. Like I said, he says, you know, people that watch him are too stupid to know what they want, or YouTube. Because if he could control YouTube and the narrative, then he could make money and keep other people from making money. Uh, and it really burns him up. I've got 3 more people viewing, and I've got 4 in his stream watching it. So that means he's got 3 viewers over there, and I ain't got none in here. You know, my own. I only got 2 devices, little Reb. Figure it out. But you keep making me money, man. You've been highlighting me all day, and all them people that, you know, you brag about stabbing in the back, you know, and all that. They've been sending me money all day long, dude, because of you, man. And you're my little cash cow. I told you the other day when you come into that stream, you was my puppet. That I was in control. And I showed you that. Then and now. You know, You dance to the beat of my drum. And if I decide, you know, tomorrow, the next day, you get a pack of cigarettes, you'll get a pack of cigarettes. If I decide you get to smoke a little bit of the herb I bless this planet and all those mortals on with, then I'll see to it you get that. But until then, you sit over there in the corner and cry, sucking your thumb, uh, all by yourself, because Vegas won't have you up. Uh, you know, there's nobody out there that wants anything to do with you. You talk about, you know, you judge people by who they associate with and all of this other stuff. And I agree, a man's got to judge the actions of another man to see if, you know, uh, he's going to interact or have anything to do. I believe in that kind of judging. I also believe in judging the bitch boy that wants to abuse his mama or prey on those weaker than him just because he can. I believe in judging them, you know, and I also believe in uh, doing what Jesus said. You lay hands on them and heal them. So, you know, and I'll utter a prayer over you. And, you know, there's always time to change your ways and repent. I wasn't always the God I am today there, little Johnny. Um, I always think that's funny. Fucking Yankees gonna be a rebel and talk shit about the South. Ain't that some funny shit? Talk about, you know, an oxymoron and an idiot. From Massachusetts, I'm a Yankee, but I'm a rebel. I'm a real rebel. So you notice, little Connie, nobody's talking over there in your chat no more. Because, you know, they're over here. You know, I've been the only one carrying your chat all day long, for the most part. When I decided to grace you, uh, you know, with my righteousness and worthiness and my presence. And you have yet to say thank you for any of that today. Even though I showed appreciation for you being a good little cash cow puppet and dancing for me and making me all that monies, you know, for being a good boy. Except for your mouth. You know, you do run your, you know, that cock holster a bit much. You know, and, you know, we all know you can get 5 corn dogs in your mouth and talk around it. Uh, can you get any more than that? That is the Kakasakakani challenge right there. How many corn dogs can you get in your mouth and still uh, utter how much you love my nuts on your face and be understood? Remember that night when you was begging everybody to rub their nuts on your face? I do. So, I do, little Connie. How come you don't want to say anything, Connie? Huh? You don't want to come up on my panel and hang out with me? Huh? Why? Because I'll let you prove what an idiot and a worthless child, little boy, bit thorn, little, I mean, you're just a weak, I'd say little man, but you're nowhere close to a man. Nowhere close. I mean, mentally and socially and emotionally, uh, and by your actions, man, I mean, you're between 10 and 13 at best, dude. At best. And that's between 10 and 13 with, you know, somebody that didn't have a granddaddy or a grandmama or mama or daddy that smack the taste out of their mouth and teach them what their place was. And teach them that, you know, you don't fucking matter. You're not that important, you know. Hell, I'm up 375 today, Connie. Actually, since you started this, since I come into your stream, told everybody they could donate to me when they didn't want to donate to you. And it's just going up and up and up, along with my sub count, too. Hell, I'm up nearly 500 subs since the last time, since you come and checked on me at 6K. I'm at 65 plus. That's 100 times more than you, little boy. 100 times. And you say, this shit is easy, anybody could do it. Well, how come you don't? I mean, I see you got 37 channels because you like to hide, but you can't get none of them over 700, 800. If it's so easy, how come you don't do it, little boy? If it's so, oh, that's right, you don't have the character. You don't have the moral fortitude. You don't have the experience of knowing what it is to actually earn something that you've actually worked for, that you desire. You don't, so you have no self-worth or no self-respect. You know, but it's okay. I care about you. I'm obviously the only one that does. You know, and when you get your attitude right and whatnot, maybe I'll make sure you get some donations and some cigarettes. And I might even, nah, I told everybody I wouldn't let you have nothing I got tonight. Uh, so you're out in the cold tonight. But boy, it sure is warm up in here with all these cigarettes and good grubs and cold ones. With abundance of marijuana. I bet you wish you had some marijuana. Because we all know how you like to not be responsible for your own actions and your childish outbursts, and how you like to blame it on everybody that don't send you donations or sends them over to me, uh, for putting you in the position not to have cigarettes and marijuana or gas to go to court. Uh, and it's all their fault. You know, and it's all their fault that your dead granny died and that you was a piece of shit and that somebody found, you know, and I don't agree with them, what they done. I'm not saying that I do. I'm not, you know, I don't think it's right at all. Uh, Even after you done what you done with, you know, poor little Sarah and, you know, other people, I still haven't done it to you. But I talk about your dead granny because you do, and how much she hated you and, you know, how much you abused it, you know, because we know that's the way it is. Um, but, you know, that just shows your lack of character and your lack of uh, owning your bullshit, accepting consequences, having consequences. Well, Connie, little boy, I'm here to tell you, you can only run from karma, your consequences, and your own actions for so long. And you've about run out of rope. And every time you get it put out on one end, you reach down to light the other end. And that rope's just getting shorter and shorter and shorter. And, you know, I hate what's coming down the pipe for you because uh, if you don't learn something and grow up, young man, shit, you think like shit's rough now? Uh, Wait till it's you and you alone. Yeah. Wait till you ain't even got mama out there to abuse. Talk to that way. And then wait, especially until you think some other Joe on the street's gonna put up with it, and you act that way to somebody that don't know you, and they put you in pigtails and put lipstick on you with the little schoolgirl skirt, because that's kind of the shit you got coming for you. You know, you talk about being in the hood, raised in the hood, how the guys in the hood run from the police, Friday to, you know, people film the cops are fakes and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I never claimed to be standing up for nobody's rights but my own. But I ain't never called no cops neither because I can protect and serve myself. I don't need a harassment order. I don't need a restraining order. I don't need a protective order. I am all of them things for myself and for my people and for those that don't have the ability to be that for themselves. Which you don't have that ability, but you know, you like to get out there and try to prey on people and attack. So even though you are prey to some, or could be prey to some, you're definitely a predator, an opportunistic predator. So, guess what? Ta-da! I showed up and I'm doing my job because God called and needed my help. Was you and 2, 3 cots, Bob? So, I wonder if he's passed out in the shower again. Y'all think he's passed out in the shower? It's a wonder he can take a shower. It's hot in there. You turn your fucking nose, you'd think you'd drown when it fucking rained and all of that. So, did y'all see that yesterday after I triggered him and everything else? And he left for like an hour and then come back into the stream and then started it up again. Y'all know what he was doing in that hour? He went and re-edited his intro video that had everybody in it, which great work by the way, except for you need to give me a little more screen time in there. If you had me in it a little longer than that half an instant flash, that you thought I wouldn't catch as soon as you done it, uh, it would probably go over better. Probably go over better. You know, and the reason it was only that half instant, that half second flash is he couldn't admit to himself, and he damn sure didn't want me or anybody else to know how deep in his head that I am. I mean, I am taking so much space up in that boy's emotions and his head that it ain't even funny. Uh, you know, uh, he just can't handle it. He can't handle me. He don't know how to handle a motherfucker that will step right up to him and tell him the pure, unadulterated truth. Not hide behind shit, not bring a fucking posse with me, nothing else. And sat there and let him holler and scream and talk dumb shit. And I simply tap him on the head and tell him, calm down, little bitch, and listen. And then he hears what I'm saying and he knows it's true. I mean, that silence, that wind, rain you hear in the background, uh, that's the darkness swirling in his soul, the storm as he struggles with the seed of truth, that his Savior's planted in him, that God's planted in him, struggling against all that dark, evil bullshit that Granny and Mama and whoever else didn't teach this boy some fucking boundaries and responsibility, failed him in. But he's learning it and he's realizing it and he feels it coming alive and he knows the truth is there. And this morning he was able to probably get up and half-ass look at the piece of shit looking back at him in the mirror. But I'm sure he had some dread and defeat because he knew he wasn't going to be able to handle it. And he knew that the guy he was looking at was worthless. had no value, had nothing to offer himself, the people in his home, or those around him. He knew he had no value and had nothing to give. And he was like, I'm okay with that because I don't want to give them nothing except for lies and knives in their backs. And it's just all about feeding me and my ego and my fucking habits, my pocketbook, you know. And that's one thing I can say the boy's not wrong about. There's been a lot of predators out there. A lot of them. Lots of them. Lots of them. Huh, rat prick. Or Toto. Uh, Bunch of them. Scamming money, lying about it, fucking calling the cops on themselves. All this bullshit. You know. And lying about fucking how much money they needed for bail, how much money that they had, fucking blah, 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 blah. Been a lot of that shit going on. A lot of it. And I'm not about it. I've called this shit out in the past and proved it. Uh, and proving it right here and right now. Huh, little boy. You try to obtain services to have someone handle on a fucking live stream. You know, and just a while ago, before I got this started, you're over there talking to one fluffy bunny or something, trying to get her to go after Shell Bell. You was trying to get a woman to do a baby boy's job because you're too weak and you're too worthless, and you know that you're wrong in doing that shit. All right, boss man. Thanks for being here. Much love. Appreciate you. I appreciate that $30. But remember, you got to get up and do something to feed your soul instead of your instant gratification and grateful lust. Maybe you ought to actually go help somebody. It ain't hard to find anybody to help. Whether it's holding the door open for a little old lady, helping them get their groceries in their car, all kinds of things, man. All kinds of things. I mean, I can make you an educational video here in the next couple of days on how to be a decent human being. I mean, I guess we can start off with the basics of being a human being. Because you got the eating, breathing, and shitting down. But thinking is some of the basics too, and you obviously don't have that in place. I ain't trying to be mean to you. I'm just trying to tell you the truth. A fella can tell you the truth, even though it stings and it hurts, without being mean or malicious. I actually fucking feel sorry for you. I mean, severely sorry for you. And make no mistake, I have absolutely no respect for you at all. Not a fucking morsel. Uh, except for you were made in the image, the same image I was. And, oh, damn it. Anyway, no, damn it, to hell. Technical difficulties, sorry. But, Yeah, you're I don't know, dude. You just, it's pitiful. Like I said, I feel sorry for you. Uh, because when you meet up with karma, your maker, the creator, the light, the higher power, whatever you want to call them, when you answer for your actions and your deeds, man, I surely hope you have changed your ways before then. Uh, and like I said, I don't really have any respect for you any other than the fact that you have the potential of being a human being made in the same images by the same people. And hold out hope that you will get whatever education that you need to learn to be a decent, somewhat decent, productive human being. You know, I mean, really look around, dude. Look around at the last few weeks. Look around since your grand and grandpa and all them died, and mama getting older, and blah 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 blah. You know, you want to be accepted. You need to be loved and to love someone. You need to be in a circle, in a little club, part of a community. And you're doing everything you can to make sure you're never a part of anything like that. It ain't just a short road to where you're literally sitting there in that corner all by yourself every day alone. And you're going to be the one that makes it all happen. I mean, we all know you'll blame anybody and everybody else because you're not responsible for your own actions at all. It's always somebody else's fault. So that's where you're headed. And it's going to be by your own hand. By your own hand. Unless you wise up, own up, grow up, and stand up. You know, you keep hollering about community, this community, that community. What community are you a part of, man? I mean, we know you feed on anything you can, so you'll attach to anything. But I mean, uh, exactly what community do you claim to be part? A part of the drama community, troll community, scumbag community. I mean, what are we talking about? I mean, I'm curious. You know, because I'm a hell of a lot better looking guy than you are, a hell of a lot more creative, David. You know, well, and I'm a man. I'm not like a fucking overgrown fucking little child. You know, it'd be wrong to make money off something like that. You know, but and that's probably the reason you can't get monetized too. Um, so, Reverend, when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, and sick and tired of getting this shit every day, and knowing that every morning when you open your fucking eyes, that there's no way you're going to be able to handle it, and the best that you can hope for uh, is somehow or another to manipulate people on YouTube to send you money by screaming and yelling at them, by trying to act all cool and chill, and trying to make up, some fucked up illness or, some fake court date or, when you have to quit lying to yourself, and then you won't have or feel the need to lie to YouTube. You sat around and hollered, you're all fakes and scammers. I know you've done your research on me. That's why you can't say nothing. You ain't never seen me once participate or any money go through my hands. I can count on one hand any money I got from somebody I don't personally know on YouTube. Actually, there's only two that has ever happened with or around. Period. Any other and every other transaction that I've had through YouTube has been people I know personally and that I still communicate with and am friends with today. And some of them transactions, they wasn't all incoming transactions to me. But see, when you got people you love and that have a code and that live by a moral fiber and that their actions speak louder than their words, and then when their actions do speak, they're in line with their words. You said it earlier, there ain't nobody perfect, except for me, God and all that, of course. But, other than that, and, but you can adhere to be better. You don't have to adhere to be perfect, just better. Better than today. And right now, you're just getting worse, man. Your decisions, your moral compass is degraded. Uh, you have no moral fiber or character or work ethic. Um, and having no character is part of the reason you're so lost. And that struggle and that storm rages so deep because it's not okay, the shit you do. And I think somewhere deep, deep, deep down underneath that 10 to 13-year-old screaming brat of a child, uh, you need that moral fiber, that character, that compass. And you're lost, and you know you're lost, and you're alone, undoubtedly, and you're scared to death. Scared to death. You're in you're in survival mode. The struggles to survive just another second, no matter how shitty and desperate that next second is. Scrambling, panicked in fear. Simply as all you got to do is walk into that fear instead of keep running from it. Like a old farmer story here. Um, when a storm rose up out on the plains, you stand around and watch a herd of buffaloes. As soon as them buffaloes locate where that storm's coming from, they charge headlong into it. No matter how big, no matter how violent, uh, nothing. They charge headlong into it. Just fucking, without regard, without question, headlong. And then you get to the silly old cows, and they see that storm, and they'll walk, and walk, they'll start heading the other direction. And when they can't walk, they'll run. they'll run, and they'll run, and they'll run. And they will run from that storm all night and all day. They will run from that storm until their death or something stops them. They will run and run to the ends of the earth in fear from that storm. And they say, be more like the buffalo, have no fear. Well, the buffalo had the same fear as the cow. He just had enough sense to fucking face it and get it over with, get through that storm. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. The shortest route. Might be the toughest route on the surface, but had you much rather walk through it in a day than run from it all your fucking life? Had you rather live on your knees in fear than to die on your feet in serenity and peace? Keep running, son. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep getting what you're getting. And see, I ain't hating on you. I don't like you. I ain't got no respect, but I ain't hating on you. I mean, you're making me fucking too much money. And you have the potential of being a human being. So, what kind of human being would I be if I just tried to tear you down, humiliate, and degradate you? Because I ain't. I'm telling you, there's hope. There's ways to be different, to be better. Uh, and I've seen me act like you in a lot of ways, you know. And I don't always succeed, but I always aspire to be better, to treat my neighbor better, to treat my brothers better, to treat humanity better, you know. Except for, you know, mama abusing predators and, uh, motherfuckers run around and stab you in the back all the time. Then I try to treat them to a better, quicker introduction to the makers. So, I appreciate you being here, Reb. I see you. I see you. I thought it was cute. You thought your little Chuck Chuck channel was hiding from me. Everybody knows it's you. That was an easy figure out. But yet again, an emotional and educational level of 10 to 13, But, and folks, I don't even claim to always know what the right thing to do is. But I know what the wrong shit to do is. Every time, all the time. And young man, if you feel attacked or disrespected or, whatever. I mean, you have so many feelings, and apparently all at once. I can't believe somebody and all the shit you got sent to your house didn't, send you some Midol and some, other products to help you through some of that. Uh, so, my old cash app kind of like a fucking cab clock, man. It just keeps dinging, man. Even though you ain't saying nothing, little Reb. I mean, you're just like a fucking cash register, printing press. Hell, I'll be able to retire tomorrow. Oh, little rebel boy, little rebel boy. You like, yeah, I don't mean really come over here and slob on my knob. I mean virtually, in this platform, virtually. You talking about, your white boy, white privilege, honey, I mean, that may not be the fucking sharpest tool in the shed, but, I mean, what are you, man? I mean, obviously you got some, you know, European descent in there, something. I mean, Constantino, can't stand up, I think that's really what it is. Can't stand up, um, maybe it sounds Greek, Italian, something like that, but, so are you saying that you're not, challenged in pigment? Are you claiming to be, you know, uh, something, you misappropriating culture and race, I guess is what I'm asking, you know. And, let's say, I have one race. I belong to one race. You call me a white boy and this shit and another, a bit racist this and racist that. I belong to the human race, young man. That's what I belong to, the human race. You know, and anything other than that is racist. Uh, you know, but I'm a little slow, you kind of, educating you can be a fucking draining experience because there's so much shit that you just, you know, uh, that you just don't know how. You ain't got any clue in. And like I said, it's draining. Uh, you just, and for somebody that, like just think of all the effort I put into trying to teach you how to be a decent human being and explain it to you, in maybe ways that you can grasp, understand, you know, uh, and I try to refrain from being just brutal, uh, because you can't speak to another human being with any kind of love, with malice and brutality in your heart, you know, and you piss me off a little bit sometimes, you do, you know, uh, you know, make the hair stand up. I ain't gonna say piss me off, I ain't been pissed off in a long fucking time, but, you know, you make my heart hurt, dude, you really do, and probably anybody that witnessed you, because, we want to have hope in this world, you know, in a lot of things. And you ain't got to have hope in the same shit. Uh, but the way you act, seeing the way you act, and the way that you treat humanity, you to people you don't even know, uh, they're like toilet paper. They're just there to be a use to you, and that's it. And if you're not useful, you're worthless. You know, and I see so much of that shit every day. You know, and I just gotta have hope myself that even somebody like you can be human, can show humanity, compassion, can learn uh, from experiencing and like I and self-work and being productive and all of that to just sitting there like you are right now by yourself, man. I love you too, buddy. But fucking, and nobody's saying shit to you. Nobody caring except for me because even in your silence, it's a cash register. So, but like I said, it just hurts me. Maybe to see you in that much pain because we both know that there's got to be a lot of pain involved in your life. Probably because nobody loved you or wanted you around. For you to uh, act and view the world in such the manner that you do, and to witness that pain and the way it comes out, and even feel it sometimes, son, you know, um, and how vile and full of hate and how useless that is, anybody with any humanity, even if they may, don't own it, they're going to be able to connect and see it. But just because you went through some bad shit, don't give you the fucking right to inflict it on nobody else. And that's all you want to do. Because somebody in your life was too weak to stand up for you, protect you, or to teach you and to raise you right. But you don't have a right because it happened to you to inflict it on somebody else. And especially willfully seeking out and preying on people to inflict it on. That is unacceptable. And that's why you're where you're at. That's exactly why you're where you're at. You've been gone just a little bit over your hour break there, young man. Are you loafing? Are you loafing? I think you're loafing. I'll hang around a few more minutes. How long y'all think I can sit here and restream him and keep his mouth shut? How long do y'all think he can keep his mouth shut? Because I guarantee you, as long as he can hear and see me sitting here waiting on him to open his mouth, he will keep his mouth shut until he just cannot handle it anymore. He will not be able to control himself. will not be able to hold his tongue. But I would bet dimes to donuts, as long as my live is going and people can see the thumbnail and everything else, where he was seeking ill will on somebody else through a third party. Uh, he will not say a word because he knows he has absolutely no defense to that. He was in there threatening me with all kinds of stuff, and then trying to buddy up and you know uh, coerce me to handle somebody else. Y'all think I can keep him quiet on that? Huh? Reb, you made all day today about me. So I might just have to make the whole next week about you and sit here and do this every time you go live. Every time. But even with two devices, I got enough to screen record because you don't like people hearing what they hear and then having the evidence to prove it. It's kind of slick. You can run 10, 12-hour streams, that recording, screen recording, that kind of stuff takes up room. You know, that ain't the dumbest thing you've ever done. But, it is pretty dumb to think and to not know that anything you do, I do, or anybody else does, somebody else out there is recording every bit of it. So, when you don't have to lie and when you ain't a fake, you can do it with no regret, no thought about it, and still look at the guy looking back at you in the mirror instead of hanging your head in shame. I see you trying to look in the mirror, son. One of these days you might be able to. And it's okay that you can't today. You know. And that shame you feel, that storm blowing around, that's okay and that's normal too. Don't deny it. Don't try to run from it. I know it's a little scary. Turn around, walk through it. Do something different today. Step back into humanity. But see, when you feel that shame, what a man does is they face it because they know something's wrong. And they seek wise counsel. And they seek to be a better person, a better human being. And, you know, it gets different when you do different. You don't like what you got today. You're dreading what you have to face tomorrow just to try to survive. Start doing something different. Hold to it. Cowboy up. Cowboy up. Ten oh one oh 07 p.m. I'm at 1:10:35. I've been, doing this a tenth of the time you had today, probably. Was that you up there crying last night? Telling Rada he'd went 3 times today, and you were bickering and trying to call Rada a liar because he said he didn't really have intentions of doing live streams over an hour and a half, and and implying that he was supposed to have met your schedule and that, he was only doing it to grift your views. I mean, Ryder was, you know, up there defending you yesterday, standing with you against Andrew. And kind of slimy, maybe a little wormy way, but, you know, uh, and then you go up there losing your mind, you know, after, doing what you done over in Vegas, saying it was okay, you could act however you wanted to, he knew you had issues, he was cool with you, y'all were homies, you know, and how dark and despaired you feel now because now you realize that ain't the case. You realize you fucking shot yourself in the foot again, you know, uh, because you have no compass, you have no fiber, you have no foundation, you know, and you so badly want people to listen to you and to be followed and to be adored, but yet you stand for nothing. And that's the reason you seek out, anything and everything, any community you think you can latch on to, somebody to, you know, feel sorry for you. Most of the time it would be empathy. That's when you can relate to your fellow human being and their pain and suffering. Sympathy is just what I have for you, where to just flat out feel sorry for you because you know you're in sorry condition. Is the only way I know to say it. Um, but anyway, but I have hope you can grow, that you can do better, that you can be better. Can't nobody make you want to, have to, and nothing else. It's something that you have to want to do because you want life to be different. You know, or you can keep getting what you got from Vegas, Blair, all these people you run off their names, Andrew and everybody else. Uh, want something different, do something different. Only motherfucker that can change anything is you. In the word, you know, there's a passage that says, the man that cannot control his tongue cannot control his life. For the tongue steers a man in his life. And you got a wicked forked tongue, you know, that spews nothing but vile and hate. And, you know, what else is there to say? Oh, that's right, you're not going to say anything, nothing, as long as I'm here. So I guess as long as the donations keep coming, I will keep you quiet. I am the insulator between your vile, evil hatred and your ability to disseminate it through the YouTube algorithms. I think we're alone now. I'm so rotten. Couldn't make out anything coherent. Well, I told him to be a good boy and sit over there and be quiet. Can you hear me now? Is that more better? Y'all want me to keep him in the corner and keep him quiet? See, we'll show you a little picture there. I told him to be a good little boy, and he was doing a good job, and how easy it is to comply and to keep up the good work and sit there and hush, not to say a word, because we know he's not going to say anything. He's not going to say a word as long as my stream is still going. Can you hear me now there, Frankie? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Rebel can. Even when he sticks his fingers in his ear. REBITCH. REBITCH is what it is. REBITCH. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? He's not saying a word. Is my audio any better? How long should we keep him in the corner? An hour and 20. See how valuable my time and my work and what I do is. Look there, little Reb. They keep sending that cash out, so the stream must continue. They don't want to hear you, so here I am, the intercessor, in the gap. That's what they wanted, Reb. It wasn't me. But it's because of you that they wanted it this way. So you only have you to thank for my actions. Because I'm not responsible for what you make me do. So completely of your own choosing. have the appearance to be on your way to a fairly decent start. You're being good, sitting in the corner, taking your medicine, as they would say, your comeuppance, and hopefully you're growing, you're learning something. You're taking this opportunity to, have self-reflection and to let it sink in that that I'm offering you the power, my power, and that is something that's a hell of an opportunity, and when you use it to change your life, to change your actions, to change your perception, then maybe, just maybe, you might be empowered a little bit. Maybe. You don't get to keep mine. I'm just going to offer it to you for a little bit. The ability to, learn how to change the only thing you really have any chance in hell of having any power of, and that's you. You know, as long as you do not control your tongue, your emotions, and your life, I do. And say I'm going to impart some wisdom that goes hand in hand with the power. I can teach you how to use it. I can show it to you and offer you a little bit of it. And I know this is going to shock you. I can't give it to you. And I can't take it away from you. But I can use your power against you and add it to my power. But the only person that allows me the power to use your power against you is you. And as long as you're leaving it laying around and then trying to mistreat people, I'm going to continue to do this right here. And insulate them from your vile hate and rhetoric and all of that. You know. So, like I said, I hope you're using this time appropriately and to the best benefit of everyone. Uh, because as painful as it is for you right now, it hurts me a whole lot worse. Especially to see you acting the way you've been acting. You know. And this is for your own good. Kind of fucked up, some fake fraud scam artist, frauditor knows you better than you do, ain't it? Scary as fuck, ain't it, dude? But like I said, the only thing you can do to self-improve is turn and face that fear and that reality. acceptance. Once you accept, then you have the ability to change. You know, I about got the point tonight that I made about enough money, and you have been highly entertaining for me. Um, and I'll let you come out of the corner all maybe another 5 minutes, maybe in another 30 minutes. You know, and I know that it feels a lot like, you know, when Vegas wouldn't let you up last night, when they wouldn't let you in the circle. I know, and I know you're probably just about to bust at the seams, you know, that you want to be allowed to speak and to express yourself. But I'm gonna let you know, when I'm satisfied that you showed enough restraint as to now to allow you to do so. The first time you start getting out of control, I'm gonna have to shut you down again. And I don't want to, you know, but I'm sure I'm gonna have to, you know, because you're gonna have to learn. I mean, what I say, and that you know, as long as you know, work, honestly work at being something and somebody and treating folks right, you know, I'll just be there to guide you and I won't make you sit in the corner. But you start getting out of hand and, you know, not, not following the program, I'll have to put you back in the corner. And, you know, I'm not looking for you to, you know, type in the chat or acknowledge that you understand because you know in your heart I mean what I say and I'll do what I say. And, you know, and I know you're going to test boundaries. You're going to try me a little bit. I'll have to line you out every once in a while, but, you know, I'm patient and kind. And, you know, until you don't let me be, but, you know, you've learned so quickly already that, you know, I believe it'll go pretty quick. Well, congratulations, News Now Lisa. I just seen a deal. It looks like she got 3,000 subs. Everybody give her a thumbs up. My congrats. It's either 3,000 or 30. So, you know, and young man, you know, this this is probably the start of a new healing and a new beginning, to where we can get out of this cesspool of a movement and maybe move into a community. You know, uh, this shit slowly sinks in on you. You know, And even the people, watching that ain't watching, here and there both, uh, maybe this can be the very first of new beginnings, the fresh start of a community within a community within a community. You know, uh, you got Dr. Phil, you got Dr. Oz, you got Dr. This and Dr. That. We just had the Dr. Cow show, and I will teach weak, fake, spoke, uh, YouTube brats how to be somewhat decent, responsible human beings. We'll make millions. So, we will just couple 5 more minutes. Then you can come out of your own. Just another 5 more minutes. You know, then I'll let you come out of your own. Cause I have to get up and I got some stuff to do. I got some weed that I need to bust up and roll. Want to smoke out on. And I got a few things to do. And as kind of impatient as I am, I can't sit here with you all night. So, we'll give it just a couple of minutes, another minute, maybe at the top of the minute. Yeah, we'll go for an even 135. Much love and peace. We're going to let him come out of his room.